Welcome back to another on-base advanced video. So in this video, I'm going to take you through a real scenario in a game situation. So I'm going to be playing. I've created something called the Federated Regions League, the FRL, and what it does is it consists of the 2019 AL and NL All-Stars, and I've broken them up into 4 teams. I've been playing them through a 24-game season, so a home and home set with each team. And we are on game 3 of the East-West series. So the original 4 games were the East beating the West 3 out of 4, and then the first 2 games have been split in this in the home and home series. So we're playing in New York, started on the West Coast in LA, and the East team is home now. So this is being played in New York City, and I keep those. I keep a log of those stats, or at least the wins and losses. Right now, the North team is 6-1, East is 4-2, the West is 2-4, and then the South team, which has been playing the North team for the first 7 games, not done well. So thought they were going to pull one out a couple times, and the North team is a tough squad. So is the East team, and you'll see some of the players on there. Just a couple of these teams got really loaded, and a couple of teams haven't started out hitting very well, and some of them have started pitching well. I have the on-base advanced dice roller up here. You can see in this little tablet. So all you do is, you're just clicking it to roll. This is your first die, second die. We have the pitcher starting for the East team is Walker Buehler. And then we have the West team as far as their lineup is here. Over to the side, I have all my fielding matrices ready to look things up, and then over there, I have a little computer set up with ball stats, or ball score. So I'm keeping score while I'm doing this. So I'm going to try to do that all together, and hopefully it won't go badly. Let's try to get this in a little closer. Hopefully this will all work out really well. I don't have a great top-down setup or anything like that yet, so I just have to work on those things as we go along. But let's get started. So this is the West team against Walker Buehler, who's going to be starting for the East. So what we do is we start on the pitcher card here with the, I like to just do the pitch percentages. Every once in a while I'll call a pitch, but I don't typically do that, but you can. And so we're going to start here in this column, and then go to the zone, in the zone or out of the zone column for roll number 2. Roll number 3 will be either on this side if the pitch is out of the zone, or on this side if it's in the zone. And then if it's a swing and contact is made, then we come here to the batter card, and we see, is it an automatic hit or not, based on his percentages against fastballs, left-handed, right-handed fastballs, or breaking balls, or off-speed pitches. And then if it's not an automatic hit, if it's above sort of the threshold here, then we come and we do one more roll to see what type of hit it was, and then the last roll points us over to the fielding matrix to see who made the play. Do we need to do any range checks, error checks? There's a home run check. Is it an automatic double play? If there's a double play situation, who's starting the double play, and any sort of fielding and base running situations that we have. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. This is Walker Buehler, top of the first inning. This is the West team at the East, played in New York City. So let's get started. First roll is a 94. That's going to be a breaking ball. And you can see that Buehler only threw 1% of his off-speed pitches, and that was to left-handers. So most of his pitches are going to be fastballs or breaking balls. So it's a breaking ball, and because DJ LeMahieu is a right-handed batter, this is bats, throws, so he's a right-handed batter, and a 1-1 is going to be in the zone. So we have an opportunity, because it's the first pitch of the at-bat, to have an automatic walk, or K. Because it's in the zone, you can't walk. So we have a chance for an automatic strikeout. That only happens if this number is equal to or less than this player's K percentage minus the batter's value. So in this roll for DJ LeMahieu, the roll would be 1-19, and then that would be an automatic K. But you can see it's 82 up here. So we have a breaking ball to a right-handed batter in the zone. That's the Z swing, and he does not swing. So that's going to be, so let me get all set up over here. That's going to be strike one. So all that for strike one, right? Fastball, and that's in the zone. And there is a swing, and he does make contact. So a fastball against a right-hander are the red numbers, so 24, 28, 29, 32. So he hit 320 against right-handed fastballs in 2019, but obviously that's a 54, so it's greater than our threshold, and so we say fastball 23 is going to be greater than 14, but less than 66, which is these two numbers together. So that's going to be a ground ball, and let's see where the ground ball goes. 610. We can, on ground balls, play in the pull number, and the pull number is actually a push number for DJ LeMahieu. He actually is more of an opposite field hitter than he is slightly opposite field, moderately opposite field. And because of that, this first number we do with the home run, but on a ground ball there's no home runs. So that doesn't change, but the 10 with a 1 added, I've been playing as a foul ball. You could just ignore that and just go over to the ground ball matrix and do 610. But I like the ground balls. It kind of changes the at-bat. So this is like hitting a grounder foul down the first baseline. So I just mark that as a foul ball. And then we go back to the pitch. So this will be another fastball. That's going to be out of the zone. So we go over to the O swing, fastball out of the zone. Our threshold is a 33. It's a 53, and so that's going to be a ball. 39 is a fastball in the zone. 76, so he throws it in the zone, no swing on the play, and he catches LeMahieu looking. So that's going to be a strikeout, and out number one. I'm also keeping the time on this. So we'll see. I usually average about an hour. Obviously, I'm talking through it a little bit more now. Jeff McNeil, left-handed batter, so we're going to be looking here on the left-handed batter side. So that's going to be a fastball, and that's in the zone. Chance for a strikeout. That's not going to happen. So a fastball in the zone against the lefty. So that's going to be a swing and contact. Fastball here against righties. He's only 290. He's about a 340 hitter against right-handed fastballs. So 78 is definitely larger. And so we come down here to 90. And that's going to be a line drive against a fastball. And on line drives, the home run number does come into play for the pitcher. So instead of a 59, this is going to be -1. So 5 minus 1 is 4. And then he has a pull number of +1, so a moderate pull hitter, hitting from the left side. And so that's going to be 4 and 10. So we subtract 1 for the home run on the y-axis, and we add 1 here because of his pull number. So 410 on a line drive. Let's check that out. So we have a 4, and then all the way over is a 10. And so you can see that's in the first baseman zone for a line drive. So that's going to be a line out. He pulls it down the line, but right to the first baseman. So that's going to be a line out to 3. 2 outs in the inning. And Anthony Rendon steps up to the plate. Rendon, 250 batting average, 625 slugging, but only a 280 on base percentage. So he's about 900 OPS, but most of that's coming from slugging, not from getting on base. So there's a first pitch to the right-hander. That's going to be a fastball, and that is in the zone. And we have a 38, so that's going to be a swing and contact. And we have a fastball. He's about 28, 31, 37, so he's about 370 against right-handed fastballs, but still too low for our number here. So fastball is going to be greater than 27, but less than with 44 added. So that's going to be a 43 with the ground ball. So let's see where the ground ball goes. 10-1, no pull rating here. So 10-1. We got our first special play here. So up 10 over 1 is in the third baseman zone. And that's going to be a check on the range. So let's look. Playing third is there Nolan Arenado. He's an 80 defender. So anything from 1 to 80, he's going to make that play. If it's not an 80, then it'll get through for a hit. All right, so 71 is less than 80, so Arenado ranges over down the line and makes the play. And that's going to be an out at first base. So let's mark that down. So end of the first inning. Let's see how we do this. End of the first. 3 up, 3 down for the West team. That's been happening a lot. They just can't seem to get any offense going. We have Shane Bieber going for the West team against the East lineup, and I haven't done the lineups, but you'll sort of make your way through here. Ketel Marte leads off. He's a switch hitter. You can see here. So with the right-handed Bieber, he's going to be batting left-handed. So important to pay attention to the switch hitters. Switch hitters also have double pull ratings. So the one on the left is when he's batting left-handed. One on the right is when he bats right-handed. So hopefully intuitive. And so his left-handed batter, we're going to look in this column here. So first roll is a 54. That's going to be a breaking ball. And that is out of the zone. Chance for a walk here, but that's not going to happen. How we figure the walks is sort of the opposite of the Ks. So we round this down to a 4. He's got a 4.7 walk percentage, Bieber does. So we round that down to a 4, and then we subtract that from 100, basically. In fact, I do 1 to 100. If you roll 0 to 99, then things will work out a little bit differently for you. So 100 is an actual roll for me. So normally you would say 100 minus 4 is 96. But because we count 100, it's really like 101 minus 4. So 97 or above is going to be an automatic walk. We're not even close to that here. So that's going to be a breaking ball out of the zone. And we come to our breaking ball, and this is our out of the zone swing percentage. Against lefties, it's a 47. He's inside of that, so that's a swing. And 74 is greater than the contact, so that's going to be a strike. So he does not make contact. Takes a swing and a ball out of the zone. There's another breaking ball. This one is in the zone. So we come over here, and that's going to be a swing and no contact. So he takes a hack at another. He lets one go. I'm realizing that should be a ball and a strike now. So let me just fix that. The first pitch should have been a ball, I believe. So let's go with the ball and a strike. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Marte. 56 is going to be a breaking ball, and that's going to be in the zone. So we come here, breaking ball in the zone. It's greater than his threshold, so he lets that one go. So now 1 ball and 2 strikes. 54, another breaking ball. This one is out of the zone. Let's see if he swings. He does not. So that's going to be ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 24 is going to be a fastball, and that is outside the zone. And there's no swing on the play. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, counts full. And Bieber's going to throw a breaking ball. And he throws it outside the zone, trying to get in fishing. Breaking ball, an 8 is the roll, and that's less than 47. So there is a swing. And let's see, only 29% make contact. But Marte does make contact on the breaking ball outside the zone. So we go over to the batter card. It's not going to be a hit. Nobody hits 950 off of anybody. And so breaking ball against right-handers, that's going to be a ground ball. 242. He's a excuse me. He's a left-handed hitter, so there's no pull on the play. So ground ball to 42 is going to be to the third baseman, and that's going to be an out. So 3-2 pitch. Bieber throws a breaking ball outside the zone. Cattell chases it and grounds out to third base for the first out of the inning. Acuna Jr. steps up. He has been hot. He's hitting 370. His OPS is over 1.2. So he's just been tearing the cover off the ball to start the season. There's a 25. That's going to be in the zone. And 14 is a strike. And he has no K adjustment. So that's definitely between 1 and 30. So that's an automatic strikeout. So 2 outs in the inning. Bieber off to a good start. Brings up Christian Yelich. Yelich hitting 192, so not a great start for Christian Yelich. He had a little bit of a big game the last game, but hasn't done too much. So 29 against he's a lefty, right? So 29 is a fastball, and that's going to be in the zone. 30 is right at his threshold, but because Yelich avoids strikeouts at a moderate rate, this just means his K percentage is between 20 and 15. So he gets the -5 value. So we subtract that from the K value of 30 and we get 25. So this is greater than our 1 to 25. So he does not strike out, but it is, I believe, a fastball in the zone. And for a left-hander, a 30 is within the range. So he takes a swing. And he makes contact, and a fastball against right-handers is going to be 21% singles, and he's definitely inside that, so that's a base knock for Yelich. So maybe he's starting to turn his season around a little bit. And Nolan Arenado, who has definitely been the MVP of the league so far, has been raking 385 average, and he's like a 1.35 OPS, so he's just gone crazy in his first few games. Right-handed batter here, so we're gonna 45 is right at our pitch threshold here for the fastball, so that's a fastball in the zone. 47 is going to be a swing. 48 is going to be contact, and he's 26, 27. He's a 340 hitter, so 34 is the threshold. So no automatic hit. That's going to be a line drive. And line drive to 62. We get one extra for the home run, so that's a 7. And no pull numbers. So line drive to 7-2. That's a line out to the left fielder. And sorry about the camera shaking a little bit there. And that's going to be out number 3. So Bieber does get out of the inning. Gives up just the 1 hit. Let's move these guys over. And I believe Rendon made the last out here. So next up, Joey Gallo. Gallo for Gallo for the West team has been crushing the ball. Just like Arenado, he's 381 average, and he has a 1,000 slugging percentage, so he's been really, I think he's hit a home run in every game but one, something like that. So Gallo, left-handed batter, right here against Buehler. An 81 is going to be a breaking ball, and that's in the zone. And 54, so a breaking ball in the zone against a lefty, that's a swing, and that's going to be contact. And a breaking ball here against a right-handed batter, so 2, 12, 14, 20 is what he has. So 12, 14. So between 14 and 20, is that right? 12, 14, 22. So between 14 and 22 against a right-hander is going to be a home run. So that's 6. So that's inside of 12. So greater than 2, but less than 12. So that's a double. So Gallo gets it started in the top of the second inning. No score. Each team now has a hit, and Joey Gallo standing at second base. Brings up Gary Sanchez. Sanchez is here, so that's going to be a breaking ball to Sanchez, the catcher, out of the zone. And no swing. Breaking ball out of the zone, no swing. That's going to be ball 1. There's a fastball, and that's going to be out of the zone. And no swing, so ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Sanchez. A breaking ball from Buehler is in the zone. Breaking ball to a right-hander. He does not swing. Let's that one go by. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. There's a 27. That's going to be a fastball out of the zone. See if he chases. He does. So he takes a swing at a pitch out of the zone, and he doesn't get it. So that's a swinging strike. And 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Gary Sanchez. That's going to be another fastball. This one is in the zone. And a fastball in the zone. With a 70, it's greater than 64, so there's no swing. So maybe he's looking for him to throw that hook, but he gets him looking with the fastball, and that's out number 1 in the inning. So 1 away. Sanchez strikes out. Brings up Carlos Santana, switch hitting first baseman. Santana having a tough time out of the gate, 190 average. He's about a 600 OPS, so he's having a pretty tough start. Let's see what he can do here. Galloway's at second base with 1 out against Walker Buehler. Buehler's a right-hander, so he's going to be hitting left-handed, so we're here. So that's going to be a fastball in the zone. 29 is at his threshold, but again, Santana moderately avoids strikeouts, so this gets dropped down to a 24, and so that's outside of our range here. So we're looking here. That's going to be a swing. That's going to be contact, and on a fastball, 45. Let's see, 30. 21, 22, 27. So no automatic hit, and it's like a ground ball, and that's a grounder to 5-3. Actually, as a left-hander, he's got a +1 here, so 5-4. So ground ball to 5-4. Let's see. Ground ball to 5 and 4 is going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. Because the play is made in front of the second baseman, we're going to have him hold at second base. Just make a good baseball play. Looks the runner back. Fires the ball to first. And gets the out. So that's out number 2. When in doubt, I usually side with the pitching team, the defense, when it comes to how conservative or not to make the plays. Brings up Mookie Betts. Betts hitting 150 on the season. About a 550 OPS. So not a great start for him, although he did hit a home run, I think, in the last game. So Walker Buehler against a right-hander. There's the pitch. It's a fastball, and it's in the zone. Is 15, so we have a -10 here, so that makes it a 19. 15 is still inside of 19, so he does get the automatic strikeout. Mookie Betts. And Buehler gives up a leadoff double, but is able to get out of the inning with a couple of strikeouts. So, bring us back to the East team as they get set up for the bottom half of the second inning. Trevor Story up first, so it's going to be Trevor Story, Pete Alonso, and JD Martinez batting for the East team. So Bieber out there again for the West team. Story is a right-handed a batter. So that's going to be a fastball. And that's going to be out of the zone. Fastball out of the zone. There's no swing on the play. So ball one ball, no strikes. That's going to be another fastball. This one is in the zone. And that's going to be a swing and contact. So let's see what he does with this fastball. It's a 48. He's got a 24, 25, 31. So no automatic hit. And it's going to be a line drive to 2. So this number goes to 2. And no pull number for him. So 210, that's going to be somewhere down the right field line. Line drive to right, 210. So that is to the first baseman. So not far, kind of shallow, but right on the line. And the first baseman reaches out, makes the play. That's Santana. So it's going to be a line out to 3. And first out of the inning brings up Pete Alonso. Alonso hitting 250 on the season, about an 865 or so OPS. So doing relatively well. He sat out one game. Here is the first pitch. That's a 2. And that's going to be inside the zone. A chance for a K here. So no value there. So that's a 30. And Pete Alonso strikes out. The reason we put in the automatic Ks and the automatic walks is just to normalize those numbers a little bit. You can see that we're not getting all the way to strikeouts if we don't do that. So we got to normalize the strikeouts a little bit, especially for these high strikeout guys. He's almost 11 Ks per 9, so him getting 2 or 3 strikeouts every game just is not very realistic. So this has helped to bring a little bit more realism to the game. JD Martinez, right-hander up, nobody on and 2 out. Martinez playing left field in this game. That's going to be a fastball. That's in the zone, and no swing on the play, so it takes strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. That's going to be a breaking ball out of the zone. Breaking ball out of the zone against a right-hander. 11 is less than 36, so he takes a swing at the ball outside the zone, and he comes up empty. So this is greater than 28, so he doesn't make contact. So he's down 0-2 now. Here's a pitch, fastball. That's in the zone. Fastball in the zone, and he was fooled on it. So he takes a strikeout looking, a little good morning, good afternoon, good night. And that's going to be the third out of the inning as Martinez just watches strike 3 go by. So Bieber with a good start. Walker Buehler with a good start so far. No score. We go to the top of the third inning. And that's not right. Top of the third inning, Francisco Lindor, now with the Mets, but back then he was playing for Cleveland. These are the 2019 All-Stars. Just as a reminder. So whatever you think about these stats or how these players are hitting, you have to remember this was, 2 full seasons ago. So you got to think about those guys back then, not how they are. So I sometimes get fooled about Jacob deGrom because he's getting banged around, but he won the Cy Young that year, but he was also 11 and 9 or something like that. So it's not quite the Jacob deGrom that we saw this year. All right, first up is Francisco Lindor. Lindor is hitting 250. and a 294 on base percentage. So a little low, not doing a great job getting on base. Again, he is a switch hitter against a right-handed Buehler. So he's going to be batting left-handed, so we're in this left-hand column here. So that's going to be a fastball, and that is out of the zone. 84, his threshold here for a walk is 96, so not close, but he does take ball one. There's no swing on the plate. That's going to be a fastball. That's in the zone, and 64 is his threshold, so that's going to be a strike. So he evens it up, 1 ball, 1 strike. 92 is going to be a breaking ball. Yeah. And that's in the zone. So he throws him a hook, and it's in the strike zone. Catches him off guard, so that's going to be no swing, but a strike. And another breaking ball. So it goes back to the well. Throws this one out of the zone. And for a left-hander, he's going to take a swing. That's 36 is less than 42. And the 63 is greater than 48, so he gets Lindor chasing on 3 pitches and strikes him out swinging. So that is out number 1. Brings up the 9th place hitter, David Dahl. We're playing DHs in this fictional universe, so no pitchers hitting. So we got Walker Buehler here against the left-handed hitting David Dahl. You can see him. Dahl played for the Rockies, played left field for the Rockies in 2019. There's a fastball, and that's going to be in the zone. An 8 is definitely inside of his automatic K threshold, and he strikes out. That's going to be out number 2. So back-to-back strikeouts for Walker Buehler here on the top of the 3rd inning. Brings us back to the top of the order, DJ LeMahieu. LeMahieu, the right-handed batter. So that's going to be an 8. And that is out of the zone, 82. And a fastball out of the zone, and that's going to be ball 1. Here is another fastball. That's going to be out of the zone as well. Doesn't bite on that one either. So ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes to LeMahieu. Another fastball, again out of the zone. Again, he doesn't chase. So ball 3. So Buehler having a little bit of a hard time finding the plate here. I'm going to force him to throw a fastball, so we can skip this first column and go to the second column. So it has to be a 55 or less to be in the zone. It is in the zone. So fastball in the zone. That's going to be a 38, so that's going to be a swing. 10 means he makes contact. So on the 3-0 pitch, we have a fastball. He goes after it, he makes contact, and it's not going to be an automatic hit. It's going to be a ground ball, and the ground ball is to 7-10. Now his pull number again is a +1, so that 10 becomes an 11, pushes it foul. Again, fouls it down the right field line. We'll count that as a foul ball. So still, actually it counts now 3-1, and there's a pitch. So that's a fastball. That's going to be out of the zone, and no swing. So 3-1. He loses them, and that puts a runner at first base with 2 out in the top of the 3rd inning. Each team with only 1 hit so far. Jeff McNeil had a big game last time. So here's against the lefty McNeil. We're looking in this left-hand column, so that's going to be a fastball, and that is out of the zone. He does take a swing, so it's less than 26, and he does make contact, so he swings at a fastball out of the zone, and his impatience gets him in trouble, so not an automatic hit here. Fastball out of the zone against a righty is going to be a line drive. Let's see what happens. So we have a -1, so that makes that a 3. We have a +1, that makes that a 5. So a 3-5 on a line drive is going to be a line out to the shortstop. So we go L6 on the play, and McNeil lines out to end the inning, and that's the end of the top of the 3rd inning. 1 runner left on base, no hits, 1 walk. And brings us to JT Realmuto. Realmuto has been playing extremely well, 381 average, over almost a 1.1 OPS. So hitting the ball often and hitting the ball very hard, even as the outs are long. So we got Shane Bieber, and Bieber against Realmuto. It's a right-hander here, so we got the pitch, and that's going to be a fastball, and that is in the zone. Fastball in the zone, and there's no automatic strikeout there, so we come here, and there's no swing on the play, so that's going to be strike 1. Another fastball, that's going to be in the zone, and a swing, and contact being made. So a fastball, 94 is definitely way too high, and so we go to what hit type it is. 41 is going to be a ground ball, and that's going to be a ground ball to 93, no pull number. And let's see what that is. That is a ground ball to the third baseman. So Realmuto leads off bottom of the 3rd inning with a ground out to 3rd. Toss over to 1st, easy play. And brings up Mike Moustakas. Moustakas is a 3rd baseman in this game. Actually, he's DHing, sorry. And so we go to the left-handed side. Again, Moustakas is lefty. So 69 is going to be a breaking ball. And that's going to be out of the zone. Breaking ball out of the zone. There's no automatic walk. But he does get a swing and a miss. So swing and a miss on first pitch of the at-bat. A little breaking ball out of the zone. And it counts 0-1. That's going to be a fastball out of the zone. He gets another swing on a ball out of the zone and another strike. So no balls and 2 strikes. Here's a fastball. That's going to be out of the zone again. And it doesn't go fishing this time. So it's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Moustakas. That's going to be 84 is a breaking ball. And it's a breaking ball in the zone. And it's going to be a swing here. And does he get it? He does. He makes contact. So a breaking ball against a right-hander. He's got a 24% chance. And he does hit that home run. Look at that. So 9 and 7 is 16. 16 plus 8 is 24. So that's his total chance against a breaking ball. So Bieber leaves one out over the plate. And Moustakas has a real mistake. 1-2. And he puts it over the fence. So that's going to be first run of the game, second hit of the game for the East team. And the East just has power all the way up and down the lineup. It's a lot of the games haven't been very close. So again, Ketel Marte switch hitting, leading off. He grounded out to the 3rd baseman last time. So we're looking over here on the left side. So it's going to be a fastball. And that is out of the zone. Fastball out of the zone. He does get a swing. And contact is made. So Marte takes a cut at a fastball out of the zone and hits a single. So maybe a little lollipop to left or something. Just pokes it out there and gets a base knock. Now for, he's a 67 is his base running. And I'll just do a little base running and just try to steal with them, and I'll show you how all that works. So 67 is his BSR. That's his base running number. The defensive stolen base number for Shane Bieber is a 1. So that means that you add 1 to this. So it becomes a 68. And then we need to also look at the catcher. Catcher is... Catcher's Gary Sanchez. Gary Sanchez here, you can see his defensive stolen base number. You can see that very well. It's a -2. So he gets a +1 for Bieber. So he gets a +1 for Bieber, that's a 68, and then -2 is a 66, so it's a net -1. So he has a 2 in 3 chance of being safe at first base. And essentially we're gonna do a roll, and if the roll is between 1 and 66, then he's safe. If it's greater than 66, then he'll be out, stealing second. It's an 83, so they do throw him out. So put down, that's a caught stealing, and that's going to end the inning. Not something, oh, I'm sorry. That's 2 outs in the inning, second out of the inning. So 2 down, I wouldn't necessarily do that with Ronald Acuna standing at the plate, but that's okay. It's good to learn how the base running rules work. Okay, so we got Ronald Acuna Jr., and it's a first pitch of the at-bat. He's a right-hander, so it's going to be a breaking ball, and it's a breaking ball out of the zone, and no swing on the play, so that's a ball. We got another breaking ball here, and that's going to be out of the zone as well. No swing again. So Bieber is 2 balls and no strikes to Ronald Acuna Jr. That's a fastball, and he comes back over the plate with it, gets a swing, and makes contact, and on the fastball, Acuna misses, and so that's going to be a fly ball to 5-10. It's actually going to be 6-10, so fly ball to 6-10 is going to be just a can of corn to right field. Right fielder reaches up and puts that away, and that's going to be the end of the 3rd inning. But the East team does get a run on the solo home run from Moustakas, so they go into the top of the 4th inning up 1-0. Anthony Rendon up first for the West team. Still pitching against Walker Buehler. Buehler's stamina is 25. He's gone 9, 10, 11 hitters so far. So usually don't have to worry about that until the 5th or 6th inning. You just got to kind of pay attention to what you're doing with the batters faced. All right, Anthony Rendon, a right-handed hitter. 72 is a fastball. 70 is outside the zone. And then on the 3rd pitch, if it's outside the zone, and it's a 100, which is what the 10 and 10 is for me, that means that it's a hit by pitch. So if you think about it, he threw a ball out of the zone and he threw it so far out of the zone that it hits the batter, right? So I'll try to make that a little bit intuitive, but that's going to be a hit by pitch, so it puts Rendon at first base. And the batsman brings up Joey Gallo. Gallo, the only one with a hit so far for the West team. And again, he has just been crushing the ball. He's up to a 409 average now. So he is a left-hander. Let's see if he can help them get on the board. There's a fastball. A 57 is in the zone. 35 is less than 64. And he does make contact. Oh, fastball is a 23, so it's 16 plus 11 is 27. So Gallo comes through on the fastball. First one he sees from Walker Buehler, and he deposits that into the right field stands for a 2-run home run. And that gets 2 runs on the board. That actually puts them up 2-1 now over the East team. So Joey Gallo continues his scorching hot start. Gary Sanchez, a catcher, right-hander, stands in against Walker Buehler. 70 is going to be a fastball. That's out of the zone, and that's going to be a swing. And the 74, he does not make contact, so he takes a hack at a fastball and doesn't get it. 27, another fastball in the zone, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. So 1 in the zone, 1 out of the zone, same result. No balls and 2 strikes. There's a fastball, It's going to be out of the zone against a right-hander, and he does get another swing. And this time, Sanchez makes contact on the fastball, but nothing doing here. And a 91 is going to be a pop-up. So 50, 65, 85, and then any from 85 to 100, any of those 15 is going to be, or 86 to 100 is going to be a pop-up. So we do have a pop-up chart, here for pop-ups, and pop-ups are a little bit different. You can see here this this bold line that goes around is the fair foul territory. So anything on this side is foul, and anything on the inside is fair. His pop-up is to 10-7. So we go up 10, we go over 7, which is here, and so that's going to be a pop-up to the second baseman. In the last game I had some pop-outs to foul territory, which was kind of fun. All right, Carlos Santana stands in. He's first baseman, switch hitting first baseman for the West team. First pitch to him is going to be a breaking ball, and 80 is out of the zone. 35 is a swing for a left-hander, and a 36 is going to be contact, so he makes contact with the breaking ball. And a 65, nothing happening here. So a breaking ball with an 86 is going to be a line drive, and that's going to be to 97. So we're going to take one away, so it's 8. We're going to add 1. So instead of 97, it's a line drive to 88. Got our line drive chart here. So we go up 8, we go over 8 here. So we just avoid the error check. Plays made by the right fielder, so a line drive out to the right fielder. And that's going to be the second out of the inning. So 2 down, 2 runs already in for the West on the Joey Gallo home run. And Mookie Betts stands in. He struck out his last at bat. He's hitting a pretty meager 143 for the season so far. 93 is going to be a breaking ball, and that's going to be 98 is out of the zone. But he does take a swing, and he does make contact. So breaking ball is 26, 28, 32 here. So no automatic hit, and that's going to be a line drive. And the line drive is going to be to 71. I have to take one off for Bueller. So a line drive to 7-1 is going to be to the left fielder. So a couple hard hit balls there to end the inning, but nothing doing as the West team gets shut down after the 2-run home run. We'll get ourselves through this inning, and then we'll stop the recording here. Hopefully you get a pretty good feel for how the game flows and moves along. You can see that it's not always so laborious. Sometimes it's just pretty quick outs in the game. First up, Christian Yelich. He's a left-handed batter, so Bieber against a lefty. And that's going to be a fastball, and that's in the zone. 16, so we have a -5 here, so it drops him down to a 25. 16 is still less than 25, so I guess the K. A strikeout of Christian Yelich there. Yelich 1 for 2 on the day, brings up Arenado. Arenado's average has gone down to 370 with the 0 for 1 so far. He's a right-handed batter. Here's a 13 is a fastball. 69 is out of the zone. Fastball out of the zone, and that's going to be ball 1. Fastball in the zone, and fastball in the zone, that's going to be a swing. 47 is less than 89, so it makes contact. So a fastball here is 26, 27, 34, and we got a 41, so no automatic hit, but it is going to be a fly ball, and that's a fly to I remember we had to add one here on a fly ball. So it's 2 and 8. A fly ball to 2, 8. It's going to be a fly ball to right field, I believe. Short right field here. So 2, 8. A little pop-up fly ball to right field. And that's going to be the first out of the inning. I'm sorry, the second out. So 2 down now with Trevor Story coming to the plate. Story, a right-handed batter. He's hitting 208 for the season. He's actually started pretty bad, but he's picked up a little bit in the last couple of games. So we have a 44. That's going to be a fastball, and that's in the zone. 24. So watch out. No change here. So that's definitely inside of his auto K value, and that's going to be strike 3. So he does get the automatic strikeout. Bieber now. With how many strikeouts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Ks in the first 4 innings. Feels about right for him. And I think we're going to leave it right there. So after 4 innings, going into the top of the 5th, the West team is up 2-1. So the West line is 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. East line is 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. And got a good pitching matchup between Walker Buehler and Shane Bieber. So this is on-base baseball. You can pick it up. I'll put the link down below. You can pick up these teams here and play them as the AL All-Stars versus the NL All-Stars, or break them up however way you want to. More teams are coming. Just kind of labor intensive to make these cards because I have to actually input all these numbers. So working on getting the 2015 All-Stars. Some different players. Some of these guys early on in their careers, guys like Arenado, Chris Bryant, very early stages of their careers. And you can also follow this league that I put together with these 4 teams. You can follow that on our Facebook page or the Delphi Forums page for On Base Baseball. I'm posting it to both of those. You can see box scores and read some summaries and recaps and things like that, and sort of keep up with the league. That way you can see how it looks, how it plays. You know, he played several games now. How many games have we played? So 4, 8, 11, 12, 13 games now, plus half of this game. And so the stats are starting to even out a little bit. Guys like Gallo and Arenado are still crushing the ball, which is not uncommon for them in their real life, but I figure their stats are going to even out at some point, and some of these guys like Mookie Betts are going to start hitting at some point. So we're almost a third of the way through the season. So we'll keep playing those games and keep posting them. Try out On Base Advanced. I think you'll like it. If this is at all interesting to you, what you've seen in this video, this is the game. So it's only $5, so it's priced to try it out. And you get 75 players for $5. So I think that's a pretty good deal, and really easy just to check out. If you played On Base Advanced before, I appreciate you giving some sort of review, whether it's on this video or just emailing it in, onbasebaseball@gmail.com, or you can connect with us on Facebook or on the forums. I connect on Tabletop Plus for Facebook page a lot, so you can reach out to me there too. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on the game and what you think about it. I think it represents sort of a leap forward in thinking about sabermetrics and how that applies to the tabletop. And yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. And I'll be creating more and more teams. We'll see about doing a full season. Like I said, it's pretty labor intensive, so I just have to see about doing that, and the viability of having 2 different baseball games, the basic and the advanced versions of On Base, and what that might look like or be like as far as being able to put teams together in the off season. All right. Well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.